Good morning, everybody. It is steaming day here in the drag room. Now, if you were here yesterday, you saw me. I set this in rollers, and I finished it last night. I thought I was going to get to steam it last night, but I didn't get a chance to, so I said I'll just do it today. So I'm all set up to go. I have my steamer. This is a Conair steamer. There's nothing special about it. I got it at Walmart, okay? Before you start steaming, if you're going to be doing it like this, make sure all your rollers are really, really secure. If you have to put 25 clips on one of them, I don't care. Just make sure that they're really secure, because as it gets wet, it kind of droops or maybe moves a little bit, and so you need it really, really secure. As far as setting up goes, just take a couple, if you're going to be doing it at a bench like this, which is fine, I always like to set a couple towels around the bottom, because this is going to get drippy. Okay, you are going to need a standard shopping bag. Some of you may have actually seen me do this before. When I do really, really big ones, I can't do them like this because the bag doesn't fit over it, and I actually do it over a pot of water. So, but with this, I'm just going to take this bag, put it over, and I wish I had larger shopping bags, but this one here is as big as I can get now. Okay, get that over. So the whole trick of this is that you want to get the bag filled with steam. So you're going to get the steam in there. I'm going to do it for about 10 minutes. It's fairly thick, and it's now completely dry. If I had done it yesterday when it was still a little wet, I wouldn't have maybe needed to steam it as long, but for today, it's completely dry. I'm going to do it for about 10 minutes. I'm going to turn this around this way first, so there's nothing here, so I can stick it way up. Okay, and sometimes you can actually get yourself that you can wedge it in there. Okay, I have a timer for 10 minutes. I'm going to hit go on that, and I'm going to let it get hot, and I'm going to move it around. I'm going to get the steam down here. I'm just going to keep rotating it for the whole 10 minutes. When the 10 minutes is up, I'm going to haul it out. I'm going to tie the bag shut, and I'm going to let it cool down completely. And then after that, I'm going to dry it. I'm going to dry this in my clothes dryer. I know I've told you guys how to do this before, but I do. I take these, I put them on the sneaker rack in my clothes dryer, and I put it on low. Some of you may need to do extra low, depending on your dryer. Do not put it on any higher than low, because you will annihilate your wig. But on low, it's fine. It dries them great. And I'll put it in there for about an hour. So you'll start to feel the bag get really, really hot. Okay, when it does, just start to move things around. You are going to burn your fingers. I'm going to let you know this for sure. So you're going to ask probably, okay, how do you know it's done? Usually I tell it's done when things are really wet. Like when you can touch the curlers and you can say, oh, the hair is really wet in there, and it should be really, really hot. Okay, now if it was, like I said, I'm timing for 10 minutes. If it was like a really long wig, I would probably do it for 15, maybe even 20. I've done them for all kinds of times, but usually that's my tell. When I can touch and I can see that it's really, really super wet and really, really super hot, that's when I'll usually take it out. If you steam it in a different way, all the power to you. I actually saw a guy the other day, he wet the hair and then he used one of those blow dryer curling irons, and it seemed to work. I like this better. I guess I'm a hairstylist, I'm old school, so I'm going to want to use rollers whenever I can. And I prefer these hard rollers. I really don't know why, I just do. If you use something else, all the power to you. I want to get right down at the base, so I actually have this right under the bottom roller. And you're probably thinking, is that gonna scorch it? No. Some wigs, I really don't know why it does this, and I've asked so many questions. Some wig hair does not like steam, and you can't go near it. It literally will go like plastic, and it swells. It's not pretty. So anytime you steam anything, you really should take a piece and test it. Okay, see what it's going to do. Okay, especially now, well, I'm having trouble because where I'm ripping up all these old wigs and putting them in and making redos, really. And but some of the wigs are good and some are bad, so I had to test each one before I actually put it in, so I don't have hunks of plastic hair in my awesome new wig. So, like, this wig is a combination of 3 wigs. It was one base that was a nice lace front, and then I sewed 2 cheap wigs that I got off, I think it was Wish, and I sewed those in, and I love this wig. This is my Deva's getting older wig, and she's going back to being bitchy. I tried being nice for a while. Didn't work for me. See, the bag's getting really full because the steam is actually escaping at the bottom, and it's getting really hot. And we're dripping. That's always a good sign. About 4.5 minutes. But if you can see this, like there's drips of water all on the inside of the bag. So it means that's really, really hot water that's soaking into the wig and reforming it. So this is always a good sign. You want to look for that. Sometimes you can luck out and you can actually hang it on the side and it'll work. bottom of the bag and tie that tight. Trap all the steam heat in there. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to let this cool down completely, probably 15-20 minutes, and then I'm going to take it off. I'm going to put it in the dryer, and we'll be back when it's fully dry, okay? So I hope you guys learned something about steaming, and I hope you're subscribed to StationDRG everywhere you want to be.